YouTube test 1, 2, 3. YouTube test 1, 2, 3. Twitch test 1, 2, 3. Twitch test 1, 2, 3. Twitch test. Nice. All right, what's up, gamers? Darth, Richard. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Wednesday's World of Warcraft PC edition. YouTube response 456. I like that. Dude, that kid is running. Dude, he's going on a date or something. He is running for his life. Good for him. Okay. Plan today is I've got my water with me. We're gonna do some stuff in game. I don't know what yet. And probably some delves. I'm gonna try to get into some dungeons, but we'll see how that goes. And then yeah, we're chilling. First though, I gotta go through some news. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's talk about some stuff. Firefox, cool. And just in the background, I'm farming the Revendreth mount. So hopefully I get this time. I haven't farmed that in a while. But this is from today. Developer Insight. Combat for everyone in midnight. You guys see that? Good. Burping. Oh, excuse me. How's everyone doing, by the way? Everyone hopefully good. Since the release of WoW, our goal has been to make a game that everyone can enjoy. There are as many ways to play and enjoy WoW as there are people, and we love to talk. Well, not really. And we love to talk with players about how they play and what they love about it, whether it's the story, running dungeons with friends, exploring, collecting, role-playing, or tackling difficult team challenges. Complex combat complexity and how it affects players. One thing we hear often is that there is a high level of complexity in WoW's class and combat design. Classes have a lot of abilities to manage, and it can be tough to find comfortable keybinds for them. Yep. Especially my shaman, my god. It's like I don't have enough keys on my keyboard for all that. During combat, there are many buffs and debuffs to keep track of, which is critical to playing well and can require intense concentration. Yes. Players trying out new specs also report that the talent trees can be intimidating. Even after learning the purpose of each talent, there are still subtle interactions that aren't obvious, and players often feel like they do not understand what bonuses and combinations are critical to their success. Yes! The complexity of the system impacts all types of players in different ways, and everyone faces barriers. There are challenges for new players trying to learn the ropes for the first time, as well as for returning players who are trying to catch up. Going further, we understand these challenges make it harder to recommend WoW to friends. Players sometimes feel that their more inexperienced friends need a robust guide on how to play, manage add-ons, and more to even get started. Experienced players who are eager to improve their play so they can tackle more challenging raid difficulties often don't know where to begin to get better. Without reading a guide, they might miss a subtle aspect of maximizing their performance. We have heard feedback from skilled players who tell us they have shelved some of their favorite characters because those characters' gameplay is more mechanically demanding than they have interest in. Expert players can spend hours configuring and maintaining add-ons to play info they need to play at the top level. So far, I'm following along and liking that they're acknowledging this. This has been a long-standing thing in the community. I know that Bellular, not recently, but he made a video a while ago talking about how he created a new character, leveled it on a fresh account, and it was hard. I also wanted to make a similar video way back when. I honestly forget even this was like 2018, I think. I even forget the premise of it now, but it was like doing something. And actually, also one thing I wanted to do when I was off of WoW for the last few years, one of the things I was working on was I wanted to make a video going into other MMOs and playing them for like, I don't know, like 20 hours and getting like an intro to the game and seeing like how long in general does it take me to get familiar with the game and a lot of its mechanics. And then I wanted to compare that to WoW and see like what is this game doing and that game doing that maybe WoW can do, or what does WoW do that maybe is actually better than we thought. So I picked up RuneScape and I think it was Black Desert Online, and Black Desert was confusing as all hell. RuneScape had like no information. So from those two games alone, I was like, okay, this isn't just a WoW problem. I think MMOs in general are kind of have a barrier to entry, but it's hard for me to kind of gauge how hard WoW is because I've been playing it since 2007. So yeah, so it's a thing it's been hard for a long time, and people have mentioned it numerous times. So let's see where this goes. Making WoW more approachable. With Midnight, we aim to make gameplay clearer and easier to understand, so the path to improvement is more apparent for players at every skill level, while maintaining the depth of mastery that WoW offers. We are updating every class spec with an eye towards approachability by reducing complexity and making gameplay more intuitive. We are beginning by focusing on what makes each spec unique and designing gameplay that matches their theme. So your character's personality and style are reflected in how you play. Our goal is for the most appealing visible elements of your spec to be what matter most in gameplay. Okay. That often means managing... unless you mean like on your UI. That often means managing resources, tracking a few key buffs and debuffs, using ability charges strategically, and responding to important trigger effects, also known as procs. We want to ensure that players have all the necessary info to display a spec with clear visibility prompts and indicators in the user interface. This can include changing the design of complex abilities or reducing the number of buffs and debuffs that can be active, so it's easier to pick out the most essential info on enemy nameplates or in the CD manager. Thank you. We are reviewing the amount of concentration or cognitive load required to play each spec. Cognitive load encompasses tasks such as keeping track of active auras, parsing conditions to choose the most effective ability in a given moment, or remembering a long sequence of abilities. Some specs will demand more cognitive load than others by design. Keeping track of damage over time effects requires concentration, but it is also a big part of the appeal of specs like Affliction, Feral, and Assassination. However, we are reviewing all specs for areas where concentration demands are excessive, unclear, or don't serve enjoyable gameplay. Ultimately, our goal is that once every spec has all its new class, talents, hero talents, and apex talents, I haven't heard that one, it has what we feel is a manageable, fun, and appropriately challenging level of complexity. Okay. Should have picked up Get Good. That's a cool customization. Is there graphics improvements? Okay. No, because the WoW graphics are very good. Okay. They're not trying to fix WoW because they think it's broken. They're doing it because it's losing subs and they got bought by a console company and want to port it over there ASAP. Hey, that's fine with me as long as they're fixing it. I don't care why they're doing it as long as they're doing it. So I don't mind this. I mean, I primarily play a warrior, but I do have some experience with a prot pally, mage to an extent, and shaman, resto, which resto shaman is like overbearingly overwhelming and difficult to play as a newcomer. So I'm very curious to see how they change stuff like that. I do know with stuff like they mentioned the Affliction Warlock, like that is with dots and stuff. I know that people use a lot of weak auras and stuff to kind of track all that, and can be pretty difficult to play. I am curious to see how what they do with this though, because it sounds like what they would. It sounds like it's a combination of things of bettering the UI and making things easier to understand without the need of stuff like weak auras, which would be great. Because if there's something on your screen that's like, hey, this ability's ready, or you should, like, this proc is procking, that's awesome. Because there are things like that, but not every ability has that. And the second thing is that it sounds like they might be pruning some abilities or changing the way some of them work. I'm curious. Oh, examples are on the bottom, so that'll be good. I want a console, be interesting. How do you feel about this? I'm down for that. I think you can already play it on, what's it, the handheld, the Steam Deck. But yeah, I don't have any problem with it being on a console. I don't think it'll be as popular on console though. It's definitely past its heyday, which I know you're gonna love to hear. But it's definitely more of a computer game. So I don't know. I think people would enjoy it though. Like they doing some of the more trivial stuff, like just going out and doing some quests or fishing or doing some easy achievements. Like that stuff you can definitely do on a console. But the more intense stuff like raiding and dungeons, I don't think would be super common amongst that. I also don't have a console to play it on, so I would definitely stay on PC, but yeah, it doesn't hurt to have more options. I think of like Diablo, for example, like that. It definitely, it works as a console game, but I don't know, for me it kind of just feels like a PC game. Wouldn't play it on console, but it probably bring in more people. I agree. I think it would help a little bit. But let's see, examples of class approachability changes. What do these goals mean for specific class designs? Here are a few aspects of classes we're reviewing, along with examples of abilities and talents we're enhancing as a result. Using abilities without needing add-ons. We don't want gameplay to rely on add-ons to show the info that players need. Going forward, we plan to design the game so all info required to use abilities all info required to use abilities with intention is available on the interface. Okay, big win. 2 categories of abilities are particularly tough to play without the use of add-ons. Abilities where players rely on add-ons to calculate when to use spells, and abilities that rely on info that's hidden in the UI. For instance, Outlaw Rogue's Roll of Bones is an ability where players often use add-ons to calculate when to use it, as there are many factors involved. In Midnight, it's much easier to see when it might be worth recasting Roll the Bones. An example of an ability that relies on tracking info that's hidden in the UI is the Feral Druid ability Blood Talons, which has been removed in Midnight. Okay. Again, I'm curious what the UI changes are. So, like, for example, stuff like Roll the Bones. Abilities without meaningful gameplay. Gameplay should have some element of interest or intention. If individual abilities are frequently macroed or consistently used alongside another, they're not adding meaningful gameplay. Removing some of these abilities will simplify long sequences of abilities that are usually cast in the same order during openers or CD windows. Simple maintenance buffs, where you periodically use an ability with no strategic considerations, fall into this category. Simple maintenance buffs, where you periodically use an ability with no other strategic... Assassination... They're really picking on rogues, oh my god. Assassination is an example of a rogue spec that always uses several abilities in a rote order. What does rote mean? Fine rote.
Rote.
Rote. Okay. Even that's 2x. Wow. Mechanical or habitual repetition of something to be learned. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, so Assassination uses several abilities in a rote order alongside its major CD. There is no choice or strategy involved. The challenge is mostly a dexterity and memory check. Several of those elements have been removed to make those windows less involved. Resto Druid's Efflorescence is an example of a simple maintenance buff, and Resto is gaining options to make Efflorescence easier. See, I wish I played these classes so I understood those references a little bit more, but... I don't know much about WoW, but would all things be applicable on console as it is on PC? I'd imagine so. Oh, that's my cue, or that's my respawn. I would imagine so. I'd be very surprised if things were limited. I think that, like I said, things will be a little bit more difficult to do on, oh god, on console, but yeah, I'd be surprised if not everything was available. That's my worry. They want to port it over so bad for money reasons. That they'd dumb the game down to make it work. I feel like if they dumbed it down, that wouldn't affect the PC version much, though. Like I said, you can already play it on Steam Deck, so if you can do most of the stuff on Steam Deck. It would be kind of the same thing on console. Did I get the mount? No, no mount. Of course not. And then you'll have people who think they can play WoW and are amazing at it, but are still missing key experiences to the game. If they never do stuff. WoW is very close to the heart to people who play it for decades and put so much time into it, so that makes sense to have those concerns. Darth, I'm interested to see if it'll happen. I feel like we've been talking about that for, man, like 10 years. People talking about it going on to like Xbox, at least. So I definitely think it's possible. I definitely think they're going to do that, especially since they got bought out by Microsoft. But yeah, I can't really think of any downsides to that really right now. So we'll see. All right, but back to this. I'm going to get my other ults, and then here we go. Let me grab a swig of water. Many modifier auras. Several abilities give you a temporary bonus or alter the value of your subsequent use of an ability, and these can be fun. However, when a spec has a lot of these, it can make spells feel not worth using unless you've done some amount of setup first. Plus, all the auras for those bonuses can make your active buffs list feel bloated and hard to interpret. Warriors, we want spells you use frequently to feel consistently good, so we are removing or adjusting some bonuses like this and moving the power into more potent base spells. Windwalkers have a lot of these types of abilities. Effects like Dance of Chi-Ji, Transfer the Power, and Martial Mixture have been removed to address the need to track auras to determine when to use abilities like Spinning Crane Kick. Okay. Important but subtle, hard to discover talent interactions. There are many talents in WoW, and most do a good job of explaining how they work and what they do. Some have interactions with other talents or implications that aren't immediately clear, but are critical to basic performance. These kinds of subtleties can be interesting and welcome when trying to master the finer points of a spec, but it shouldn't require a lot of specialization to play a spec at a basic level. Balanced Druid's Waning Twilight is an example of a talent we feel is too subtle. Its damage bonus is very important, but it isn't apparent how it meets the criteria to activate that bonus. But wait, there's more. In addition to the above, some other aspects of class design in review are gameplay with high actions per minute. This can be physically demanding and uncomfortable. Again, I'm thinking Warrior on that, especially Fury. I mean, yeah, you saw it a while, but I don't know. Specs with a litany of ability buttons make it hard to set keybinds or keep track of them all in combat. Resto Shaman. Situations where lots of ability modifying procs can be active at once, causing an array of buttons on your action bar to be highlighted, giving a sense that all of them are urgent. Yes. Specs that sometimes get flooded with so many resources that managing them becomes overwhelming or unimportant. Abilities that are very complex, such as Adaptive Swarm, Surge of Power, or Blackout Combo. Approachability and mastering WoW. We've spoken with many players who enjoy mastering the many challenges that WoW presents. They carefully review logs, simulations, videos, and guides. They memorize complex actions, priorities, and train their attention to perform rotations perfectly while handling encounter mechanics. They are often the knowledge gurus upon whom their communities are built, offering guidance and tips for other players and sharing their encounter strategies to help defeat bosses. We understand that mastering WoW is a crucial part of its appeal. However, becoming an expert WoW player will look a little different after Midnight's approachability changes. Rotations will be learned more quickly, less time will be spent on customizing add-ons, and you'll experience new types of challenges during encounters. It's satisfying and fun at all skill levels to learn to utilize your abilities effectively to optimize your performance. It's important to us to maintain that depth. Specs will still be designed to give players opportunities to maximize their gameplay, and players with determination to master the game will continue to distinguish themselves. Let's make sure rare scanner's on. That's not it. Rare. It is. Okay. Again, I'm curious how this all works out. And I'm curious to know, because I feel like definitely like the need for add-ons and the confusion for a lot of classes, that is a barrier for entry for new players. I feel like that's not the only thing though. Like it's definitely something that is important to address. But one of the things I know for sure, like even my friends when they were playing WoW, like they would start and they're like, they kind of get a sense of it, right? They get a feel for how to play the class, even if it's not perfectly. But the thing that's always confusing for them the most, I found, is what do I do? Like I'm level whatever, what do I do now? Or I'm max level, what do I do? I feel like that's not easily explained, especially now when like you log, if you haven't played for a year, like you'll log in, there's 17,000 quests. And you're like, well, okay, what? Where do I go? What do I have to do? So I feel like that's another part they have to clean up, but definitely looking at talents and specs and just rotations and stuff is cool. And as somebody who, like, I'm not the master of of a Fury Warrior, for example, but like I kind of get the general idea, and I feel like that's just going to be good for people like me who rotations will be learned more quickly, less time spent customizing add-ons. That's great. I don't mind that at all. More time playing the game and an easier time playing the game, and I can focus more on mechanics, for example, than my rotation. Sometimes, actually, one thing that's kind of difficult sometimes is doing my rotation while a lot of mechanics are happening. And one of the places that is the hardest for me is that first pull, or everything up to the first boss of Ecodome, because there are so many things not to stand in. And I find that, especially as a warrior, like I'm not able to, like, for a lot of the pull, I have to either watch out for the mechanic or do my rotation. I can't do both at the same time for that specific set of pulls. And especially too, because a lot of the stuff, it seems to just get tanked in like those blue circles that spawn. Like the tank moves, but like the ads stay in there. So I feel like a lot of times I'll move out of the mechanic and I'm just kind of standing there waiting for the mechanic to go away so I can continue doing my rotation. So maybe that'll make that better. Looking ahead, we hope these changes open the door to WoW for more players and are another step toward WoW being a game for everyone. If you've felt overwhelmed by what it takes to start playing or intimidated by picking up a new spec, we hope you'll give it a try. I feel like this first part, if you felt overwhelmed by what it takes to start playing, nobody who's not playing WoW is reading that, or if you've wanted to build your skills to tackle harder content but don't know where to start, we hope that Midnight brings the clarity you need. If you and a friend have wanted to play together but experienced barriers doing so, we hope that it will be easier in Midnight. Good start. Plan is to go with Alpha. Cool. Make sure to follow MosicLOL on Twitch and WoWaholics101 on YouTube for the latest and greatest in WoW content. See, I never asked them to say that, but I always appreciate when they do. So thank you, Blizzard, for that shout out. Overall, good blog post. Happy to see those changes, and hopefully it's a positive overall. Next up, level up your talents in Midnight. With the release of Midnight, a new adventure path opens up, raising the level cap to 90. Remember back in, what was the first level squish? Was it Legion? No, it was BFA, right? No, BFA was 120. Shadowlands would have been the first. Wait, was Shadowlands the first one? Shadowlands was 60. Dragonflight was 70. 80. Yeah. Wow, we only had a... Oh, I think we had a stat squish in like Warlords and then the level squish in Shadowlands. Remember when they said like they want to find a more permanent solution and not just keep doing this? This was like in Warlords. Yeah, good times. Along with these additional levels, we're expanding talent trees with exciting new abilities and introducing what we call Apex talents. Okay, saw that earlier. Expanding talent trees for 81 to 90. In Midnight, we're expanding our talent trees with exciting new additions to hero talents and spec trees with the intro of Apex talents. A total of 10 new talent points will be disseminated amongst our trees during the level up experience, with class talents gaining 3 new points. Class talent? Are these the ones here? I'm assuming this is like the typical tree. Okay, so we got, if I understand, we're getting 3 of those, so we have 7 more for the Apex trees. Hero, wait, what? Class talents gaining 3, hero talents gaining 3 new points, and spec talents gaining 4 new points. Okay, so left tree is 3, right tree is 4, middle tree for hero talents is 3. Okay. For our spec trees, we're expanding them in a particularly unique way by introducing Apex talents. These talents are intended to be the pinnacle of our spec trees and provide a deeper fantasy and excitement than average talents. Unlike hero talents, which were focused on previously unexplored themes for classes, Apex talents are focused on the core fantasy of each specialization and hone into core gameplay mechanics in new, powerful ways. Apex talents first unlock after reaching level 81 and are available beneath the currently final selection of the spec tree. They will cost a total of 4 spec talent points. The first point is spent on an initial keystone that provides a large boost in power and introduces new gameplay. The next 2-point node emphasizes the Apex talents or a few core abilities for the spec. The final point applies to a capstone that brings the Apex talent into a complete and cohesive package. So, first one is a buff. The next 2-point emphasizes the Apex talent, or 4. The next one is, the second thing is like a, it seems like a buff, but also buffs other abilities. And then the last one is a buff? I don't know. Interesting. More with hero talents. Hero talents are expanded in Midnight with 3 new talent points and nodes being allocated to each tree. These points will be added via an additional column, and once reaching max level, the entire hero talent tree will be filled out. None of these new hero talent nodes will enhance utility or defensiveness. Okay, seems pointless, but okay. Growing the class tree. We're introducing an additional 3 talent points to the base class tree to be spent within the first 2 nodes. This means that the points requirement to unlock the final node will be increasing from 20 to 23. But this will not come into effect until the Midnight expansion release and will not change during the pre-expansion content update. Okay, so what was it, the first 2 nodes? So what they're doing is this. These sets here. I don't like that. If that's how I'm reading that. That seems kind of silly, but okay. Playtesting and feedback. Many talents will be available for playtesting on the Midnight Alpha immediately. The current UI is temporary. It's also worth noting that players will be able to play their 4 new Apex talents as they wish and won't be locked into where the points get applied. We'll be carefully observing how this plays out. Here are some questions they want to see. So, Apex talent for Blood DK. is Dance of Midnight. While Dancing Rune weapon is active, when you parry, you have a chance to make your next heart strike free and deal 150% increased damage. For each Dancing Rune active, your damage is increased by 4/8%. 4. Okay, so you have 2, so it's 4 or 8%. And your damage taken is reduced by 2 or 4%. When you consume a rune, you have a chance to call a Dancing Rune weapon to your aid for 6 seconds. Okay. Resto Druids, Everbloom, Life Bloom stacks every 5 seconds up to 3 times. 30% of Life Bloom's healing splashes to 2 allies within 30 yards. Life Bloom bursts into a blooming frenzy when you consume Soul of the Forest, causing it to bloom 8 times in rapid succession. Arcane Mage, Touch of the Archmage. Touch of the Magi accumulates an additional 5% damage and has 1 additional charge. Arcane charges further increase the damage of Arcane Blast, Arcane Pulse, and Arcane Barrage by 15 and 30%. When Touch of the Magi explodes, it leaves behind a pulsing rune at its target's location, dealing 25% of its damage over 6 seconds to nearby enemies. Damage is increased by 100% of your initial Touch of the Magi target. We look forward to your feedback and look forward to you joining us at midnight. And once again, as always, make sure to follow MosaicLOL on Twitch and WowHolics11 on YouTube. Thank you so much. Interesting. I indifference, really? I mean, talents haven't really ever really excited me. Whether it was the mop talent tree or this talent tree, I don't care really. This one's a little bit more fun to like play around with and do, but like, whatever. Hopefully they're fun. I mean, I'm not too familiar with these classes or their trees, so I don't really know if this is good or bad, but I'd be curious to see what the other ones look like. Next. Healing changes in Midnight. In the War Within, healing is generally fast-paced, and healing spells can rapidly shift your raid from a severely damaged state to nearly full health in a matter of seconds. Yup. It's stressful to react to rapidly changing health bars and is very intimidating for new healers to grasp what they should be doing at any moment. Healers have a large variety of high-power cooldowns that they can rotate through to handle basically every major damage event they encounter. At Midnight, we have made some changes with a goal of slowing down the rate at which you can heal up a party or raid from a severely injured state. Okay. We want to require less pre-planning of knowing which CD to use at which precise moment. We want there to be less ramp-up of complicated ability sequences to get effective throughput for your healing spells. Here's what we're changing for healers. Talent choice nodes. Several major healing CDs are now mutually exclusive in talent choices, such as Resto Shaman choosing between Healing Tide Totem and Ascendance, or Disc Priest between Ultimate Penance and Power Word Barrier. They're now mutually exclusive. Okay. Short CDs, iconic buttons like Prayer of Mending, Wild Growth, or Healing Stream Totem still exist and should still be potent abilities on their own. Several modifiers to these types of abilities have been adjusted, baked in, or removed. Okay. Consistency. Core healing spells like Chain Heal or Flash Heal have significantly fewer temporary modifiers that greatly increase their power. We have increased the base throughput to maintain their effectiveness. Okay. Time to react. We want to shift your focus away from rotating through several high-power CDs for selecting the right spells for the right situations. Isn't it the same thing? We want to shift your focus away from rotating through several high-power cooldowns to selecting the right spells for the right situations. That's already what we're doing, though. But okay. There are a lot of changes across every healer spec that we encourage you to read through and experiment with. We know we still have tuning to work on, some Apex, yeah. The questions are asking, tell you to follow MosaicLOL on Twitch and WowHolics101 on YouTube. Nice. I don't know. Like, I don't play healer a lot, but I feel like I've definitely noticed in raid or dungeons, have it like health goes down. It's like a yo-yo up and down all the time. I mean, I assume they're going to be changing other stuff to make that less. I mean, this whole time to react statement makes no sense because that's where we're already like finding the best abilities to use at a specific time. I don't know if they're trying to say like it'll be more like random what happens and when, or yeah, I don't know. Again, we'll see, but this one has me a little bit worried. These self-plugs are going, hey, I'm not doing it. Blizzard's doing it. Again, I don't ask them to do it. They just put it in there. And I mean, I'm thankful for that. It is always nice when they shout out smaller creators like myself, but yeah, I'm not doing it. Healers aren't really humans, so we should focus on fixing their skills. So we shouldn't focus on fixing their skills too much. Yeah, yeah. They're all bots, so. They can press buttons fast. Oh, am I reading all this? No, I'm not. But I do want to skim. Midnight Alpha Test Dev Notes. So this is this whatever. Known issues for the alpha, don't care that much. Dungeons, raids, stat squish. Like previous stat squishes, we were reducing values across the board, including player health. Typical. For players logging in, yeah, nothing new there. Combat approachability. So is this what I just read? We are updating class specs on eye towards approachability. Yeah, I just read that. Diminishing returns. We are making some adjustments to how DR works in WoW. Diminishing returns refers to system reduces. I understand. If they're, yes. In order to make CC a less frustrating PvP, players will now become immune after 2 applications of CC from the same category. After being stunned twice, you are now immune. We felt that very low duration CC were making it hard to cast spells and generally felt excessive. For PvE, we are removing the immunity after 3 stuns. Our primary goal here is to remove the need to track DR states on enemies. Instead of enforcing a hidden complex system to reduce effectiveness of stuns, we are doing a pass on classes and making sure the amount of stuns and their durations are appropriate for combat. DR return categories will reset after 16 seconds was 18. Creatures will no longer be immune to stun or they won't be immune to stun effects after 3 applications of the effect. The duration of the stun effect will continue to diminish in half upon each app until they reach 1/16th duration, where it will remain until 16 seconds have passed. In PvP combat, players will be fully immune to CC after 2 casts. Was 3. Again, I'm not primarily a PvPer, but having that ability to just kind of throw it, even if it was like a 0.5 second CC, like interrupting a heal or something, very helpful. I'm confused on the wording here because it says after being stunned twice, you are now immune. So are you immune until for 16 seconds? Because in PvE, it then says we are removing the immunity after 3 stuns. So you stun them twice. They're immune forever. And then the 3rd stun, they're immune to because they're immune. And then they're not immune? Or is it that 16 seconds pass after that 2nd stun? It's like, in theory, could you not just do, like, removing the immunity after 3 stuns? So could I just do, like, Stormbolt on my warrior, Shockwave on my warrior, that's 2 stuns. Pally number 1 does Hammer of Justice, that's the 3rd stun. And then Pally 4 does Hammer of Justice again. Like, does it reset? Like, what is it? The 4th one, does it work? The first 2 work for me. The Hammer of Justice on the Pally doesn't work. The 3rd one. The 4th one does. And if the fourth one does work, is it a full stun or is it a DR stun? Yeah, I don't get that. So, more info required. Classes, the global interrupt duration has... Wait, what? The global interrupt duration has been increased? We would like players to have more effective tools against caster enemies, particularly in dungeons. To that end, we are increasing interrupt durations across the board. Thank you. So Mind Freeze, okay, so pretty much everything looks like it's 2 seconds more. So the Warrior Pummel was 3 seconds interrupt, 5 seconds of interrupt. Oh, love that. Does interrupt have a DR? I wonder. Did it ever have a DR? I don't know. But okay, cool. We've got a whole bunch of class changes that I'm not going to read. I'm going to scroll pretty far though, holy. I'm not reading all those. Yeah, more here, Jesus. That's Pally. Rogue, Warrior, or no, Shaman. Warlock, Warriors here. Anything like just in general? Mountain thing damage increased by 100%. Okay. Fury developers notes, in Midnight, our goal is to refine Fury's core builder spender gameplay and resolve some pain points. We've added some powerful execute talents to make conditions about when to use sudden death less complex for players who enjoy it. I mean, isn't it like 2 stacks or more you use it? We've added some bonuses to make crit a more appealing stat for Fury Warriors, okay. And added some new AoE talent options, okay. We're also reinforcing Bloodthirst to make it a reliably satisfying button to press and create a rhythm to Fury's rotation. Lastly, we're simplifying some of the rotation conditions involving Enrage and major cooldowns. A Blade Storm. I don't like using Bloodthirst. I kind of... The Slayer one right now where it's just like Rampage, Raging Blow, Rampage, Raging Blow. Like, that's kind of a fun one, but... guess we'll see. Okay. Professions. All professional recipes and gathering nodes are available. Lower the number of quality. Yeah, okay, nothing needed there. New interface journals. A new tab called Journeys, has been added to the adventure guide. This tab will help players track their renown, delves, prey, and Greatfall reward progress. Only previous expansion renown and midnight delves will be available. Okay. Delve tab has been removed from the group finder panel. Players can now configure the delve companion through the delve section of journeys. New interface boss warnings. A timeline of spellcasts will now appear when engaging bosses in dungeons and raids. The timeline can be moved and adjusted through the HUD edit mode. Alerts are categorized into crit, medium, minor, which can also be customized through edits. Okay, so that's like the early stages of DBM/bigwigs. Updated nameplates. Added support to save multiple layouts for CD manager. Some more stuff there. Okay, cool. Overall, interesting. A lot of changes there. Alpha. I still have to pre-order the friggin' expansion. Haven't done that yet. Valor Stones removed in Midnight. Round of applause, folks. A round of applause. Wow. They finally did it. Player progress is significant, blah, blah, blah. Throughout the last 2 expansions, we're often stopping. Yep, with the goal being gradual progress, too many small pieces could halt progress, and Valor Stones is a shining example of this. As part of the Midnight Developer Q&A, Blizzard confirmed that Valor Stones are being removed, with the goal being to smooth out gearing progression. They did it. I'm so glad they did it. Wow. I'm sorry. That was probably loud. That's great. There's absolutely no reason for Valor Stones if we have crests. Like, it's a very artificial way to slow us down even more. Because crests were always, I don't know, for me at least, the thing that made it harder to upgrade gear because I had less of those than Valor Stones. So, great. And on top of that, we get world quests that have better rewards now than just a bunch of them that give Valor Stones. So that's great. Combat add-ons disabled in endgame content at midnight. Oh no. So I'm not going to read all of this. I just want to go to the juicy bits. Is weak auras being canned entirely? Ian, sorry, this was from where? Group interview, game director Ian has a Costas, UX designer Crash Reed, great name. Just casual wrestling, yes. Say more. Say more. Weak auras is being canned entirely? No, absolutely not. I just want to super clarify there. A lot of the shorthand here has been, oh, Blizzard's killing weak auras. That is not what we're doing. We're going to have a technical blog rolling out for add-on authors in the next day or two that lays out the system we have in place. That's really focused specifically on reading combat events in combat state, whereas in the past, when we disabled... I read something wrong? But it's really focused specifically on reading combat events and combat state. Whereas in the past, when we disabled, like we wanted to break add-ons or limit what add-ons can do. For those of you familiar with how add-ons work, there was a system called Taint. Oh, I'm getting Reddit breaking news. I don't care. Called Taint. Okay, basically where a portion of the UI could be protected and add-ons weren't allowed to manipulate it in combat. If they tried to, it just kind of broke the UI. That's a very heavy-handed approach. We don't want to take such a heavy-handed approach because we want to preserve aesthetic customization, that core functionality of just what people have used add-ons for 20 years. The new system that our UI engineers have come up with is what they're calling secret values, where basically the UI still works as before, except that when there's a buff or a damage event that has happened in combat, those items are inside a black box. The UI and add-ons, that's just technical stuff. The goal is just to restrict the problem-solving real-time computation that's used to aid moment-to-moment combat and do the least possible damage to every other add-on that millions of people use and enjoy. Sure. RKO and W Cody Rhodes. Oh, and RKO with Cody Rhodes. I mean, you know he's gonna turn on him. He's gonna RKO him, right? You know that, right? Right? Also, is that SmackDown? Where was that? How far into SmackDown is that? There's more. I'm excited for you. Like, very excited. I'm gonna need you to stream 4 hours of WoW today. Oh God, tough day at work, huh? I'm guessing if they're dropping Valor Stones, they'll probably make crests a per level thing. Like one crest upgrades the whole adventure tier. Wait, what? Like one crest equals like the full 6 or 8 upgrades? Is that what you're saying? Like I need one crest to upgrade one piece of gear? Fully? Because I don't think if that's what you're saying, I do not think they're gonna do that. I think what's gonna change is literally they're just gonna take off Valor Stones. It's gonna remain the exact same as it is. It's just no Valor Stones are required. What's up, Sick? Maniforge Omega nerfs, don't care. Given the upcoming removal of many boss mod tools, how are we planning to preserve the intended difficulty of encounters, and how are players expected to be able to adapt to that? Swig water for this one. In terms of encounters, existing ones, that is, we are going to be doing a pass on Maniforged encounters, for example, that people will be engaging in pre-patch. That path hasn't been done in alpha yet, but before things go... Why when we're doing this at midnight? Okay. But before things go live in those, before things go live, those will be tuned and tweaked, and in some cases meaningfully changed to make sure that they're still fair and appropriate level of challenge. Broadly speaking, though, I think the intent here is to not make raiding harder or Mythic Plus harder. It's more about leveling the playing field and focusing some of the decision making, some of the challenge on coordination, and sharing that responsibility with guildmates, with your teammates, as opposed to offloading it to an add-on that some people may have and others may not. Okay. So whether that takes the form of giving you a couple of extra seconds, yes, to get into position before something blows up, whether it takes the form of having 1 or 2 ads fewer or mechanics fewer than we might have had in the past, our goal is to hit the same general difficulty target. If you're a guild that gets cutting edge or is in the Hall of Fame or is aiming for AOTC, and you typically achieve that X weeks into the season, our intent is that in Midnight your guild is typically achieving that roughly the same amount of time into the season with the same amount of time and progression involved. I mean, yes, cool. If they can stick the landing here, great. And I feel like for a lot of stuff, just having more time to react is perfect. So, because like I think of what's that? Nexus, is it Nexus King? Yeah, I think the second last boss in Maniforged, the one where you have to drop, like the last phase, 6 people get the orbs, and you have to drop them, and like the rings start spawning around the room. Like, the first time I got that, I was like panicking. Well, the first time I got that, I messed up the raid. I killed us almost. But whenever I've seen that come out, like my first reaction is almost anxiety. It's like, oh my god, I have to get this. Like, I have to go so fast because it's gonna stop. It's gonna drop rather, and I'm gonna kill the raid. But it's like you have like 10 seconds to get into position. And like, dude, that's plenty of time. Stuff like that. Make it easier. Make it very easy to see what you have when you have it, and give me time to move, and it's fine. So stuff like that is great. I really like that. Like you need 2 different crests to upgrade hero track. I'm guessing it'll be 1 now. Oh wait, you're talking like, so I think it's like when you get like 4 out of 8, it goes from like I don't remember the words. It's like ethereal crest and then gilded crest for the last 4. Is that what you're talking about? It'll just be 1 like gilded crest the whole way through. Because I could see them doing that too, actually. It's mine. Everybody chill. Let's try to get him out real quick. She got to that point. Yeah, that's what, oh god. That's what I was talking, that's what I was excited for you to see. Boo! Yeah, him and Drew's gonna be fun. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Hopefully it's good. Okay. Yeah, I can see them doing that. That would definitely... Because there's like 4 crests now, isn't there? So just, yeah, just make 1 for each thing. So it's like adventure. Wait, no. I think it's adventure and veteran can be the same. Then champ, heroic, mythic. Oh god. I forgot he does that. That is kind of annoying. Is he getting pulled into his own thing? He's got a little lady. Oh, I mean, he's kind of geared too. Why is he taking so long? No mounts. Boo earns. You're buying me a Fatu sweater, right? You're buying me a Fatu. I don't want a Fatu sweater. First it was a Roman sweater, now a Fatu sweater. Jeez. Make up your mind. I think I got one more Revendrether. Sorry, that's loud. I'm trying to get the right spot here. Revendreth on Meckel. Okay, back to the news. Almost an hour in. I know it's a lot of news, but gotta cover it. Debuff and external tracking. I don't have to cover it, but I do want to cover it. Debuff and external tracking. We're talking about blocking access to combat, whatever. Does this include debuffs on target that track? I don't really care about that. Expand on the add-on purge, announcing that there are no exceptions for add-ons depending on what end game mode you're in, but some add-on logic only applies to instances, but not the outdoor world. They don't want to disrupt RP add-ons, quest helpers, etc. In PvP, it's very useful to know when any new player may have interrupts, especially for healers or casters. It's currently being handled by add-ons. Any thoughts there? Right now, there's no exceptions for the add-ons in terms of the type of gameplay mode that you're in, so that does include PvP. However, we are taking the opportunity to improve the nameplates as well to make those more effective. So things like being able to see your team's status on their cooldowns, that will be part of the HUD itself, as well as nameplates that will now show things like CC effects during PvP matches. Do they not? I guess they didn't, eh? Okay. One very small caveat, there's some aspects of our new add-on logic, such as add-on communication rules that only apply in instances and don't apply in outdoor world. In general, the focus here and the focus of this initiative on our part has always been basically instance competitive gameplay. When you're getting when you're getting advantage over other people, whether it's in PvP, head-to-head, or just push a key. Gotcha. Warcraft logs is fine. There are no plans to change the data the Warcraft logs reads. If you're talking about this slash combat log functionality, advanced combat log exporting for parsing by other tools, all of that is going to remain completely unchanged. The only changes are about the in-game add-on. Right, cool. Awesome. Fully collecting a class set appearance unlocks all lower difficulty variants in Midnight. They did it, folks. Get another round of applause. Wow. Excellent change. Currently, players must collect all. Yep. This has been. Yeah, so if you get heroic, you get normal. So if you get mythic, you get all the other ones below that. Is it retroactive? Hold on. Currently, players must collect each difficulty set. This one has been, or so these notes were given as early draft to us and may be subject to change before they are live tomorrow. If that's retroactive, oh my god, I'll be so happy. That's a lot of farming saved. Wow. Wow. Excellent change. Midnight developer Q&A live blog. Valor Stones removed in Midnight. Okay, so this is going to be another long one really quick. Let's just, again, skim. Housing, price, hold on. Players can choose to live in the Alliance or Horde neighborhoods, but each is anchored into a specific area of the world. Alliance outside Elbin and Horde outside Orgrimmar. So wait, Horde can be in Elbin? Because that's huge if so, because that's definitely where I'm going. Because Elbin is way better than Orgrimmar. If you're in that neighborhood, your housing exterior will have to reflect the aesthetic. Take it up the Orgrimmar HOA. I mean, I don't love that. Because, like, it would be kind of funny if you, like, a Horde neighborhood in Elwyn, but okay. Pets are something that the team is working towards, trying to solve issues like pathing. On release, battle pets won't be placeable, but they are planning to... Oh, you can put... Oh, that's kind of cute. But they are planning to deliver it. I'm going to put so many cats in my house. Wow. And deliver... And the dogs. And deliver it. And mount placement. Wow, you have your mounts? Okay. In the future, hunter pets are trickier. If the housing plot you want to take... If the housing plot you want is taken, or you just decide it's time to move into another neighborhood, a mage will come along and put it all in a bubble for you, transporting it from one to another with no mess or fuss. There are a couple new cosmetic updates coming at midnight, specifically a Monty customization for Dark Spirit Trolls. They like to add these things as is appropriate to the story, but rolling out more customizations is something they try to chip away at over time, so they won't always be able to release a whole bunch at the same time. Race system, fine. There's no glyph overhaul plan for midnight. Training grounds, a new battleground which puts match-made groups of players against enemy bots. Okay. Allowing PvP curious players to learn the ropes without getting curb stomped by more experienced players. The wording of that is so funny. Curb stomped. Wow. In the first, that's excessive. In the first season of Midnights, the top tier cutoff for PvP will be reduced from 25 to 23. Awesome. I'm never gonna get it, but happy for anybody who can now do that. There's a giant new free-for-all PvP area in Voidstorm, the Slayer's Rise, full of world quest activities and other reasons to kill each other. Free-for-all. I don't like the free-for-all ones. There are also a few non-war mode activities as well. I'm curious to see what the achievements are for this, because I feel like these might suck. Warbound reps. Making old reps Warbound wide is something that was previously promised, but the team fell behind. They're going to get back on it again, starting with the most recent expansions. Okay, I mean, again, I mean, for me personally, I don't really care because I have everything I need from those, so it doesn't really matter, but it would be a nice change, I'm sure, for a lot of people, so cool. Legendaries and Midnights should always remain special and have stories behind them worthy of the color. Some became a little formulaic or too grindy to be competitive, so there's a fine line to navigate and nothing planned for the start of Midnight, but maybe in the future. Cool. I'm okay with not having legendaries for an expansion. 2 for 1, both at the same time. The sweaters, you said it, not me, weirdo, freak. We'll learn, we know what you meant. We learn a lot. Well, what was this? Lore? I don't care about that. Add-on changes. We just did that. Draenei and other forces of light midnight. Draenei will be joining the fights. Dude, Draenei. I love Draenei so much. Class and spec updates. Bada boom. Delves. As we move through the campaign, we'll be entering new delves alongside Valera instead of Bran. Thank you. These new delves will continue to have a storyboard variety, and there will be even outdoor delves that allow us to use the ground mounts. Midnight won't have any underwater delves or candle totem carrying delves though. Those mechanics are gone. Thank you. Bring on the big booty goat ladies. Yay! Love me some big booty goat ladies. World revamp. The idea of revamping everything at once is frankly terrifying. But they really want to tell new stories in old areas, bringing them in the present day, similar to Eversong. The focus right now is on the rest of the World Soul Saga, but they're definitely opening to revisiting more old locations down the line. So I've been saying this for years. I know I've said it multiple times on stream. I hate so much that so much of WoW is forgotten in the sands of time. Like, there are expansions upon expansions worth of content that we just don't go into ever at all. Like, even when we're leveling characters, because most of us just level up through time walking, and if we're not going through time walking, we're through chroming time, which is like, hey, I'm gonna go do warlords or whatever, and it's like everyone typically picks the most efficient route. I would love to see just some sort of leveling experience brought back to these old places, or just like some sort of end game content that makes you go into these old places to do something, or even just like. Even like world quests, for example, just like randomize it around Azeroth. Like this week, you got in Nashatar. Well, I guess they have stuff there, but like I don't know. In Badlands, you got to go to Nagrand and Outland, and then Dragonblight and Wrath. 3 sets of world quests. Give us a little portal or something to make it a little easier, and it's fine. Like there's so much content that is abandoned, and it sucks. Some of those zones are fantastic. So hopefully that is the case. Oh God, sorry. Hopefully that's the case, and hopefully they don't do like what they're doing. I think they're like destroying Eversong. So and like they destroyed Teldrassil. They messed up Darkshore. I don't want them to destroy all this stuff. I want it to like be kept as it is. Just like give us a reason to go back. Check on your friends if they choose Warlords for their chroming time, bro. Warlords is the best expansion that ever was. Bite me. That's my queue again. Is that already back up? Oh my gosh, that was fast. Is this guy in war mode? Like, what? Okay, sure. What, dude? Warlord. Okay, I've said this before. Warlords was the last time we did not have to log on. Legion was when we started the AP grind, the Mythic Plus grind, the grind for what was the other one? AP Mythic Plus and World Quest. Like Warlords, it's like, oh, I've rated 8. I'll log on at 8. And then I'm done raid, and I don't have to log on. Whereas now it's like there's so many things you can and probably should do if you want to like be prepared for raid, prepared for Mythic Plus. Like unless you're a super casual player, like there's so much to do. And no amount, of course. Warlords was the last time WoW was super cash, and I miss that every day so hard. The greatest expansion. They need to quit being poor and make all reps warbound. They're working on it. I don't care which companions we have during delves, but whoever it is needs to back the F up. They're constantly right on top of you. Hey, I'd rather they be right on top of me than like over in Narnia pulling a whole set of ads for no reason. Because, oh, there's an herb over there that I'm going to go get for you and then pull literally everything. Annoying. Okay. Warband followers. Replacing the NPCs in follower dungeons with characters from a warband is something Blizzard would love to do, but there are multiple technical hurdles in the way. It will come at some point, but no ETA. Cool. Are here, don't care. Toxicity in the community. Toxicity is something that developers are always concerned with, sometimes as actual bad actors, but other times it's an issue of mismatched expectations. It's not unreasonable for a raid leader who has invested a lot of time in not wanting less experienced players that still need to learn, even though it may be perceived as unfriendly when those two groups are mixed. A lot of what the developers are focused on right now is addressing that by helping players connect with other like-minded players. Such as how? More housing, big social feature, bookshelves. A lot of housing item achievement prereqs will be visible in the alpha, but they'll also publish a blog at some point. Nice. Guild neighborhood player requirements are something that is still in flux, though it'll probably be similar to guild charters requiring at least 10 players. There's a technical aspect where they can't spin up a unique server for every single player's alt guild of one character, but they'll see what they can support as the tech side unfolds. All right, last one. Preach interview with Maria Hamilton and Ian Azacostas. The next 20 years of WoW. I'm not going to watch it. I can just go real quick through. Midnight revealed the cinematic represents the very start. I thought we were talking about how bad it was. WoW and Blizzard are changing. One of the main reasons the new cadence of content comes from investing in the World of Warcraft development team and changing its structure in order to parallelize more. Also, money. There are less bottlenecks. Are game-breaking bugs not bottlenecks? I don't... Okay. With separate teams dedicated to making smaller patches. I mean, true, yeah, they're making a lot of those. Even or odd-numbered expansions and classic content all at the same time. When trying to speed up the release of content in the past, devs found themselves constantly shifting resources, pulling everyone off of one team in order to get another project done, resulting in a quick release followed by a long wait. The new staff and structure doesn't make these trade-offs anymore, supporting continuous development, not coming at the expense of future content. Yeah, sure. WoW's future. Ian confirms that the juggernaut that is WoW is not stopping anytime soon. Rather than bolting more and more things on top of the existing structure, they're overhauling the foundations in preparation for the next 20 years. With regards to housing, they've adjusted fundamental aspects of how instances work, how things are saved on the servers, how pathing works, and how places can place persistent objects on the server in order to allow players to customize their own space. Some of that is building incrementally on small things in the past, like making the garrison a seamless instance so that unique decorations and building placements can be seen from across an open world zone. That same innovation allows players to walk past each other's homes and see how they've decorated their yards, despite each house being a personalized instance. The tech that's gone into housing has an incredibly powerful foundation that can be used down the line in future user-generated content. What if in the future, instead of placing a table or painting, you're putting down a persistent trap or turret? World lag and dynamic events. There's a lot of room for improvements. Understatement. There's something epic about the... Alright, someone... Tire span out. There's something epic about the spectacle of the big world boss that everyone takes down together, but the reality is that they want to have hundreds of people in a given zone at the same time in order for it to feel populated. But the reality of calling all those players to the same spot results in quadratic equations that slow everything else down. They had a feature back in August which called players to enter invasion portals, spinning off miniature world instances capped at 20 players, which feel like an extension of the outdoor world while still allowing for self-contained experience. Ultimately, that's likely the sort of thing that the team would need to do more of. We'll see about armor dies in the future. There are a lot of furniture dies coming with housing. With housing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the world event answer there, but oh, I wasn't even showing that. Wow, you can see that. But that is the last blog post. We're done there. Let's log on and play some games. Decent amount of moves. I did a lot of drinking water there, and my mouth is dry. Let me get more water real quick. Be back. All right. Daddy's back. Daddy's back. All right. Let's see what's do we got to do. I looted my vaults yesterday. I only had the two spots in the delve room. So I didn't do a lot last week, so not a whole lot of options. I do need to queue up for Corin, so let's start with that. Whoops, there we go. And which delve? Fungal Folly. Easy but squeezy. So I'll do fungal. I'll see if I can get into oh, excuse me. See if I can get into a 10. Which I did do one yesterday. I did an Eco Dome 10. Actually, I should wait for the queue here. So I do have a mythic piece coming out from the vault next week. And ooh, you know what we should do? Actually, first, oh my god, I'm almost done the Delver's Journey. Good for me. Wait, do I have the last thing? Oh, again, nice. Acquire the whatever, the Delver's, oh, schematic. I feel like I can buy the last of that, can't I? Incomplete. Just the void. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm pretty. That's my cue. Everyone chill. Everyone just take it easy. All right, just relax. Void. Do I have void? Boom, right here. Oh, there's a toy here. Sick. Oh, I guess did I hit accept? I don't recall hitting accept, but okay. I love how I really hope they don't nerf this. How fast he dies. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's true. There wasn't. Yeah, there was a few of your daddies on SmackDown. Daddy. Birthday on SmackDown too. Ooh, no mounts. Cringe. Only missing Roman of a perfect SmackDown. Okay, bro. You know what? Like, I don't want to hear that. So okay, so this I can record. Void. That's gonna be this achievement. Boom. So that's where my Mana Flux capacitor was. 10 more points, easy. And then this toy opens a portal for 1 minute. 1 minute that any player can use to return to the Explorer's League. What? Really? That's cool. Okay. And that's the last thing there. Cool. So this is like an extra hearth, is it? I'll just stick that there for now. Yeah, we'll test that. What? I'm gonna pick up the weeklies, before I start doing stuff. Gosh, I think I did like 2 or 3 delves last week, and then I realized I didn't pick up the quest. It's like, oh, cool. I'm gonna bash my head against the door here. Call the World Soul. I haven't seen this in forever. Nothing, really, nothing. World quests. Do I want to do that or the theater troupe? I'll do the theater troupe. But not right now. But first thing I want to do is I want to check out the October trading post. Yes, we're here. Spooky season. What is this? High Griffin. What? High Shaman's what? Did I not loot this? Oh, I didn't loot that last month. Okay, well, I got that now. Jeez Louise. That's on the monthly activity from last month. I guess I should probably mount it, see what's up. It does look pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I really like this. I love Griffins so much. This is such, and I love like the green electricity on the wings. Yeah, that is fantastic. Wow. All right, so what is the for the? No, it's not here. It's in Shift J. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Halloween themed. So Legion Forged Elec. I saw someone on Reddit say they should have called this the Phallic, which I totally agree with. It looked kind of cool. Actually, that's pretty sick. So that's the reward for getting, just finishing off the monthly activities. So that's pretty cool. I like the art here. Tiffy stole my cherry theme. She looks hot though. I forget, but I definitely was not hating it on Friday. that main event was nice to watch. Train wreck of an ending though. I'm telling you, just I'm excited for you to watch that. Pet grooming station. What is this? Oh yeah, I forgot you. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely giving you this color costume. You're just cute by yourself. Okay, let's go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? That's right, yeah. It says you. Oh, freaking Roman was here. It'd be so much better. The Headless Horseman's Hollow Charger. Ooh. I mean, it's kind of basic, but I kind of like it. Enough with the mount special things. For 700 tendies, we got the ensemble. Oh no. It's great. And I want it. For 600? Frick. This ensemble looks pretty cool, but not really for me. Girded mist attire. Horseman's... kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we got a pet. Oh, God. For 250, though. This one's 500. Okay. Hollowed Blade. That's cool. Infernal's Profane Staff. Wish I could take it out. That was kind of cool. Ensemble. LOL. Profane Touch. That's kind of cool. Netherstorm Fellblade. That looks like Gorthlock from Dragon Soul. Daggers. Bulwark. Oh gosh, that looks kind of cool. Is that a face? If that's supposed to be a face, that's cool. I don't like. Is that my? Oh, okay. I was gonna. Is this my? Are those my gloves? Because this is kind of weirdly not fitting in. But that's weird that and funny that it does that. Long faded skirts. Don't need. A little Batman thing. Don't care. And then returning. Oh, we got this coming back. Great. Delicate. It's a toy. Yeah. And this is another pet. Remind me again, what was the pre-order? Midnight WoW pre-order bonus. Was it 2,000? Yeah, 2,000. Okay. So I'd be at 2045. So 2045 minus 700 minus 750. I'd be at 595 and I can buy bulb for 500. Unless, hang on, this is 250. And that's 200. So 450 minus 450. I'd be at 145 tendies and I'd still not be able to buy a bulb. Okay, well, let's start with this. Let me go here and do week in WoW. Also, new WoW weekly or WoW monthly, I guess, video came out yesterday, so make sure you check that out. This is the Headless Horseman's Hollowed Charger. 700 trading tendies. So yeah, buy that. Ugh. I definitely have to freaking buy the. Do I even care about this? Do I want this? I mean, is it really that necessary? I have like every other version of this. So for 2,000, I'd be at 2345 right now. Wait, no. I did the math wrong because I only had 1,000. Hang on. So if I had 2,000, I'd be 2345. I want that ensemble too. That's not good. So minus 250, minus 750, minus 200. Would it be 1145? Minus 500 for bulb would be 645. And this ensemble for 600. I could buy literally everything from this month, but I would have nothing for next month. Ugh. If I buy that, it's 45, but if I don't buy the mount, it's 745. If you don't buy it, it'll haunt you until the server shut down. That's just toy. Pull out a fancy ebony parasol for 15 minutes, allowing a safety float. boy. Let me start by just buying this guy real quick. Just use it. Use it. Whatever. Whatever. It's done. I did it. Leave me alone. So let's take a look at what we got. Also, Twitch drops. Twitch drops. Kind of a cute pet. Forget what it's called, but Twitch drops are up, running. I may as well record the thing while I'm here. Oh, I don't have my thing on. Great. Actually, just go over here. That dude's in my spot. A little disrespectful, but that's fine. Let me put this on, and then I go just recording. Just gonna record this for the video whenever I do need the mount. But this thing flies, doesn't it? Hang on, this thing flies. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. This thing flies. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Let me grab 30 seconds of footage on that. I don't like that that's in the way. Get back up here. Much better. Okay. Oh god, spilled my water everywhere almost. Forgot that I refilled it, so I was not anticipating it being that heavy. I'm still undecided about the second mount, the hand mount. All right, 30 seconds done. So back to streaming bottom left. There we go. Okay, so I can put this back on. Can I just really quick? If I go dungeon, pre-made dungeons, 10 out of 10. And this is the pet that I got. What was it? This? Kind of cute, I guess. What is it? It's a... Let me revive all my pets first. It is a Shrusty Root. It is a beast. A beast! Those are my calculators. Okay. God, can I ever use an Arakara? I need that trinket from there. But in the meantime, and in between time, I'm gonna go do a delve. Fungal 11. Fungal folly. Fungal folly. Grab the food. Alright, here we go. Also, yesterday I spent 30 minutes troubleshooting my laptop. Because with Linux Mint, I guess if you have two different refresh rates on your computer, on your monitors, they will, it defaults to like the one that's lowest. And when I was playing a game, it defaulted like half of that. So like my monitor's refresh rate for my laptop, it's 360. I plugged in a 60 hertz monitor. Jumped into CS2, was getting 30 FPS. It's like, okay. So I found this fix. It's like, you know, make some changes to this config or whatever, and it does whatever. Did that. Seemed to be working. And then I refreshed, or restarted my computer to see if that was a consistent change, and I could not boot into my desktop. So I had to go through terminal, didn't work, and then having to plug in the installation media, and then go through terminal there. It's like mounting, remounting, deleting, changing stuff. That works, so that was kind of nice to experience. So that's kind of annoying. Don't like that. And then, what's the other thing? I finally found a music player that actually works on Linux with a large playlist. I had like 45, almost 1,000 songs on my playlist, and no player could either save it, no player could open it. Basically, the issue was it wouldn't open, and or it wouldn't save, and or I couldn't search. But then I finally found, I think it's called a Quod Libe or something like that. No. Libet? I don't know. But that does everything I needed to do finally. So, last thing I need to do is just try out Reaper to see how music reduction works. Apparently VSDs don't really work really well, which is like the plugins for my like drums and stuff. And the other thing, what's it called? I like my guitar tones, so. Flickergate hasn't manifested within. Can I go do that? I need that Flickergate though. Achievement. We'll do that another time. But yeah, apparently the plugins I have don't really work well on Linux, so we'll see. But that's the last thing I need to do. I shouldn't have pulled all this. This probably was a mistake, but whatever. Yesterday I spent a few hours working, so I recorded like a demo of a song. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. Recorded a demo of a song because I had it in my head for a while, and then I tried re-recording it yesterday just to have the better, like, actually get a good quality version of it. And it sounds rough. It sounds really bad. There's a lot of parts that are just not timed correctly, and it's just, I don't know. It sounds not good. So I have to re-record it again. Which is kind of annoying, but whatever. I don't think I'll do that today. I don't know what I don't. There's so many things I have to do. Like on Sunday or something like that, I started copying my one hard drive with all my movies and shows on it to my backup drive. But I still have like, I don't know, 500 gigabytes I need to store somewhere before I move that computer, the media computer, to Linux. So I'm probably going to, on my backup, no, on my main drive, I'm going to delete the stuff I haven't watched yet. Free up space. That way I still have it on my backup just in case I need it, which hopefully that survives until I need it. And then move everything over there, go to Linux, and then slowly work my way through that and make space. Why am I taking so much damage? What is happening here exactly? Like, what? I don't understand. Annoying is what that is. So, okay, one at a time, I guess? I pop all my cooldowns, because you guys are super intense. It's amazing. I can't wait to hear more. It's the same thing, it's just better quality. Like when you're like recording it, like when you're actually recording it, you have to like record it twice. The left ear and the right ear. And like those are just not in sync, and it was driving me crazy because like some of it's in sync, some of it's not, and like it sometimes sounded like just one part was playing here, the other part wasn't playing. I was just getting so annoyed. And then with the high notes, the volume has to be higher up for my recorder, but then like the low notes are just like blow out the speakers, so it's like I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll do that. New strings in the guitar though sounds so good. Like my friggin' my hands can actually move up the fretboard so much easier now. I oiled it up twice. Oh, 3 times. Was it no, twice? 3 times? I don't know. Yeah, it's nice and oiled up, so it's a lot easier to get through. Or get up and down, and it also isn't hurting my fingers as much. I'm drying them out as much, so that's nice. Yeah, I did my... Oh, my lord, bro. What? Ugh. I'm so glad it's over. I hope the reward isn't affected because I died here now. Like, I'm actually annoyed. This was so stupid. Like, why I'm item level 713 and tier 11s are just one-shotting me. Like, what? I still have to restring my bass and my acoustic guitar. Where are you going? Stop moving. Don't move. Piece of doo-doo. World first. Wow, I did it. Solo to raid boss. Oh, it's not a raid boss, it's a delve? Oh, wow, crazy. Still gonna restring those, but I think I might just wait till I have to actually play them, because that way the strings aren't just kind of getting put on, not really used a whole lot. And then I'll just, I've oiled them up twice as well, so if anything, I'll just oil them up one more time before I put the strings on. But yeah, I just might wait to put them on. Yeah. I'm so dehydrated apparently. Wow. Nope, not the right way. Let me close the blinds and I should probably reopen that. There we are. Yeah, let me go ahead and open this up a little bit more. The aperture. The aperture science, is that good? Yeah, that's fine. Did not do anything with my hair today. Took a shower, put my oil in, and then just left it, and YOLO. I think we already talked about this. I'm probably just not going to get a haircut until around Christmas, and then do it then. Because it's hat season, so I'm just going to wear a hat most of the time. I'm just wearing like a baseball cap outside right now, which looks so stupid. It makes my head looks. It just doesn't fit. No hat has ever looked good on me. I look so stupid. But whatever. Who cares? Going on a walk. Oh my god! I got invited to a Tazavest Streets. What? Yo. The tank. What? Hold on. 692. I mean, this could be awful, but it could also be good. So while this fills up, I'm gonna go use the washroom because I gotta pee. Perfect. I'm back. So we've got Egwin, 706 Hunter, Boo Master from Asdrolon, 716 though, I guess. What was it called? Raider.io? Raider.io? I don't know why I can't see their ratings sometimes. So ZXG? Egwin. He is 2,500 rating. Okay, sick. And then Boo Master. He is 2,600. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if we can find a healer, this could be a dub, but we'll see. I'm gonna go here. Do I want to do the weekly this week for just doing the Oasis stuff? Because I do need to mount from there, so maybe I should. I think there's still a few pets I don't have from there either. Any healer for a pug plus 10 streets. Where? Oh yeah, I have to also friggin' forgot that. There's that weekly quest over there that I also need to do for the whatever stuffs to get the things in the vendor. The one over here. More than just a phase. Do I still need this actually? I wonder. This gives 7 more coins, and I think I need that quite a bit from the transmogs. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Cool. So where do I hand in the rep? It was Koresh. You renown. Yeah. Probably here, I imagine. The same place the quartermaster's at. I wonder. It is. I'm a genius. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Right. And that gave me 1,600 gold and 1,500 resonance crystals. Wow. Not bad. Okay. Also, I calculated and I need 800 total more tokens. I think I spent like 1,100 or so tokens on the weekend buying most of the transmog, the new one that's like the gem encrusted one that's kind of cool. So all I've been doing really is I'll just go, because you can go on level 70s too. I thought it was level 80s only, but level 70s can get this too. The keg or whatever that gives the quest, or no, yeah, sorry, they can get the quest, and they also drop the keg that has a chance to mount, and also more of these tokens. So what I've been doing is I'll just, since I have so many characters, I'll go on a character, I'll do it once, so that'll give me, let's just say 12 from killing them. I'll do the quest that you get for killing them the first time. You go to Org or Storm or Ironforge, which I hate so much. It's like an Ironforge, like just make it Stormwind, like it's our own ghost. I love Ironforge, but like, why don't they go from Stormwind to Ironforge using the tram? Stupid. But that gives you 40. And then there's also in Dornegal in the inn, like you go down the stairs, there's a barrel there that gives you 10 more. So guaranteed 50 per character, and then like, well, I guess guaranteed like 60 or so per character. So I've just been doing that on my characters and just racking up those tokens really quick. So I bought the 2 toys that I'm missing, and then I also bought, yeah, most of the transmog. So 800 more to get everything else that I want, and then I'm all set. When does that end? I should double check that. Next Thursday. Okay, we got time. Details show. I'm gonna go and hide this. Who's our healer? Ultrix, 711 Disc Priest. I don't, again, see their thing. All Ricks. I don't see their ratings. Let me check. 43. Oh, okay, Jesus. 3,300 rating in season 2. They were ranked 3,309 in season 2. Holy smokes. They're 28, 26 right now. I mean, again, rating is not everything, but like, rating-wise, decent. That's my ready check. That is my ready check. Make sure, yes, I'm good. I'm in Slayer. Yes, we're good. Let's give it all we've got, Captain.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hopefully I remember the mechanics for the bosses, because I haven't done this in a minute. What was it? What did I feel, didn't I do this on stream?
3, 2, 1.
Maybe it was the 8 I did. I don't know. I always forget to do my... What's it called? Stormbolt when I'm blade storming. Wow, I had said I should be doing that when I'm blade storming. This first boss I think is pretty easy. If you get the one thing, you go back far, and then at some points your weapon gets taken away from you, so you gotta go find it. Sound like that? Drop that. Are we gonna pull that? Yeah, we are. And I'm gonna do this, and then do that. I don't know if he's hitting that at me. Stormbolt, I cast it a bit late, but we got there. I hit 2 whirlwinds in a row. Didn't need to do that, so that's annoying. I'm gonna, I probably should have waited for that, but that's fine. I don't know if I need the whirlwind there again. Who died? I don't know who died. The tank who died? Yeah, I think so. Who's talking to me, right? Yeah, okay. We good? Boom, boom. Ooh, boy. Let me go ahead and heal myself here. Help out the heals. Okay, we're good. And pop all this. Still enraged. Stormbolt. I don't know if I... no, I don't know if I had that, but it's fine. I do have my... What's it called? Shockwave, so I can do that... The next one here. Like that. I think I stood right in that. That's unfortunate for me. So a positive over last time is I'm on the right side with the ads this time. The last time I did this, I kept going on the opposite side of where those lines were and not being able to attack, so that cheesed me off, like I'm doing now. Blade Star on these boys too. I hate that. I'm not gonna have my what's it called up for that. Well, actually, I will. Unless he pulls those to the boss? Is that what we're doing? Oh, heck yeah, brother. I like the cut of your jib. Bring those over here real quick. And I'm gonna do this. Charge slash. Yeah, no big deal. Silence. My weapon's just in the middle of Narnia. Cool, thanks. I thought that was going to be bugged out for a second, and I would have been pissed. I don't know if I should be... I don't know. Maybe I should be cleaving off the boss, but I just want to make sure we get these ads, so... Testing interrogation. On whom? Is it on me? Okay. You. I was going to say. Why do I have aggro? That scared me. I don't know when it happened, but I like Mythic Plus. I don't know. Like, I'm not spamming them every single day, but like a couple here and there. Hi, Shiza. I like it a lot. It's fun. Like trying to make sure my damage is good and stuff. I'm standing it. No. We're good. Do you get the portal for this place if you just do a 10 on either one of the Tazavesh dungeons, or is it you have to do both? I wonder. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna shout for us to have battle shouts. No, I have a Blade Storm, but I want to get enraged or get my cooldown with that. Oh god, I'm standing right in that. Was not even paying attention. Oh my god, please. Yeah, that's that's on me. Sorry. I totally ate that beam so hard. Okay, yeah, just right through there. That sucked. You casting? Okay. I was like, I don't know if you're casting something interruptible, but I'm gonna try and interrupt you. Good job killing those at the same time. Hell yeah. Did we pull? Okay, I for a second thought he didn't pull that, and I was like, did my mind just trolled me? Because I could have swore I saw him go down here and pull that. Didn't need to do execute there. Should have saved that. And that worked out fine, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say, if we're gonna go there anyway, might as well pull those, and I'm glad that he did, so. Reading my mind. Oh, he's going ham sand. Okay. Okay. I see you, Captain. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm liking it. Hey, interrupt that? Sure can. Why wouldn't I be able to? Fry and Mosic LOL. Wowholics 101 on Twitch, on YouTube. Had that backwards. Yikes. Self plug. Ruined. BPS. Yikes. Tell you that. This fight I don't understand. I mean, I've researched it and everything. Not in a while, but I don't understand when, like, when you get this thing to collect the blue orbs, no one ever collects the blue orbs, so am I not supposed to collect the blue orbs? Because I always collect the blue orbs. Like that thing that I got, that Star has right now? My FPS is smooth right now, wow. 120 frames, left on 30, love that. Lightning on me, yeah, yeah, yeah. I should have went the other way. Oh, worst time to do that. Okay, I think I got all my hits in anyway. Hey, doesn't he come down at the same time, actually? Yeah, yeah, he's right there. So I can do this. Hit them both up with that. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. In the club with my homies. That song was on the radio yesterday. Or no, was it yesterday? No, it's Monday. I was doing groceries. I should collect these, shouldn't I? Isn't that my purpose? Yeah, okay, so he's collecting them. Yeah, see? Every group I've done this with before then, like, no one ever collected them. I was like, well, is it just not the play? Just whatever hits you, hits you? Oh gosh. I don't like how close I am, and I can't see. What are you? Blah. Chains of Damnation. What do I... Do I want to move for that? I don't know if I want to move for that or not. Seemed like it worked out, so... Oh yeah, don't stand in that. Gotcha. Picking up, went down. Gluttony on me. Heck yeah, really? I'm here. I did not need to use my whirlwind on that. That sucks. And oh, I used recklessness too. Oh, I'm gonna have nothing for this next pack. That's unfortunate.
Our signature is a fair trade, especially if it results in your departure.
Okay, are we sure about this? Okay, we did it. I'm proud of myself for not pulling. Yeah, if I do this, do a little bit of that. Nothing really to help us here, so I can interrupt this guy. I can do that. Yeah, I think we're all kind of low on cooldowns because I'm top DPS by doing nothing, so there we go. Hunter's kind of going up, see what I had something there, because yeah. I'm gonna wait for at least Avatar. There we go. That comes up. I'm going to interrupt that and then pop Recklessness and then just jump on it. Drop that. Should I? Do I want to? Yeah, I guess I will do Blade Storm Recklessness here. Nice, and I got my Storm Bolt out too. Good for me. No Hyper Bolts for you, buddy boy. Are we going? Oh gosh. Are we going to the boss? Is that the? Oh, we're going. Okay, we're going out. I was like, oh my god. Like, I see a lot of bodies in there, so if we're pulling the boss, it's kind of sketch. And then Blade Storm. This guy can interrupt. Need to do that. Let's save my avatar. Can't interrupt that guy. Someone else did. Nice. Forget the grab on this guy. I feel like I have to pick up something sometimes, and then there's something I have to stand in, maybe? Yeah, like we want to stand in these. This does damage. Money order. There we go. Stack on this. Yeah. And then the parcels come out. Okay, yeah, this is... I remember this now. You got them all? Oh, you got that? We're good? Good stuff. I know I got the closest one, but yellow. I'm melee. With heroic leap and charge, but whatever, it's fine. Oh god, I got one. Phew. But no one got that one close. I should have probably got that one. I could have got that. Start making my way over there. It's over here. Can I leap with this? I can. I got it. Please let me. Oh, okay. Phew. Then I can do this again. That female, I mean, I'm not complaining. It doesn't feel like it does a lot of damage though, so. There's a nice spell. I wonder if I can, I know I can defensive, but I wonder if it's a spell. Nope. Maybe it did, I don't know. Either way, that worked out. And we're good, nice. Oh my god, we're almost done. And I guess yeah. I was gonna say, we're almost done the enemy forces. And I was like, well, I guess there's not really that much trash left, eh? We're flying through this though, it's a good group. Catch Toberfest, yeet! I forgot about that. I gotta remember to add that to my vocab, because it's a funny one. She's getting low on my mail, sending number phone up here. I think I talked about it last time, but I kind of like that they added the light for where you have to go. Kind of trivializes this. I did feel special knowing exactly where to go though when I made the mount farming video for this. So I felt like my talents were going to be used in South Beach, but apparently not. Like, am I missing this guy or what's going on? What? My Blade Storm? There we go. I gotta make a note for that charged slam to change that charged slam. It's just showing up every single time. I just wanted to show when it's on me. Or energized slam, energized slam is what it's called. I don't think we got the code, did we? Oh, we did. Wow, that was 3. That was fast. A minute and a half to 3 chests? I don't understand. You have to go so fast. Emerald Ocean. There we go. Say, who's doing it? Who's doing it? She's getting low. I'm like, bam, like a man in a fan film. I can do this. I mean, I did it last time, so I'm comfortable doing this. I can do that one too. I think all of them are pretty much the same. We're good? Oh, I gotta grab it. Yeah. It's 3, right? 1, 2, or is it 3 or 4? 3, 4. Oh, no one interrupted that. And that guy died. That's unfortunate. rebuff. Two, three, four. Oh, it's only one? Was it always? I mean, I know it was one, or it was like three when I was like doing the mount run, but was it always one when they changed it now? Huh. Interesting. Oh, I'm in standing and something. I mean, I like that for sure. Right. Wait, shouldn't... I think I'm supposed to be getting... Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, I just remembered. That's supposed to give me a buff. I messed that up. I think. I don't know. I don't know if I saw any before that. He's getting low. I'm like, damn. Where you at? There you are. I'll grab that. I'm not going to Blade Storm. We don't have a trash, do we? No, I don't think we do, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. Nice. I mean, if all goes well, we're going to two-chest this, which is nice.
My establishment would not survive another.
Apologies, All Might.
Was the third, second? No, that's the third thing of water. Wow. We still got these guys. Oh no. I would definitely go this way. Yeah, just a one ad versus 3, possibly 4 or 5. Oh, this one has the friggin', yeah. You're gonna have to go away, right? Is it away? I don't know if it's away or not. I went away. People are dying. Why? What? Okay. Let someone bait the mob and die? All mass res. What does that mean? Okay. We're here. We're going? Yes. Okay, well, I mean, as long as we time it, that's all I care about. I just want to time it. Get the rating, get the vault option. Like I said, the vault option would have one more towards my vault. And then have one last 10 that I need to do. Oh god. Being pulled, touching them inflicts arcane. Okay, so I don't think it matters. Just don't touch. Yeah, that worked out a lot better. Wow. No, I'm like, damn. He ran so far away. Oh god. Yep. Running into stuff. So if I get this, that'll be that 110. So 283, usually around 320 or so. So we're getting like 40, let's just say, more points. So that'll put me past 2300. Oh god, we're pulling. That was... I had more time. More time to talk about it. And I have 3 more dungeons after that to do 10 on still. A little square. I love that. It's so cool, especially when it like divides the room. It's such a cool mechanic. Where's he going? Over there. So square again. So we're gonna go circle, and then let's just do circle. There goes dividing the room again. Where is it? It's over there. Over there? Okay, so we want to go here. Oh god. And then here. Okay, easy. It's going to... Oh, just a triangle next? That's fine. GG, easy, nice. 2420, 2420, nice. Oh, look at that first overall damage by a decent amount too. Good for me. You. Forgotten folio, I got nothing. Oops, whoops, thank you. What did you get? Trinket? Whack. Thank you, sorry, my first street, said the tank. You did great, buddy. That's not worth anything. Alright, well. Sick. Oops. I think I can upgrade something here, can't I? Yeah, I got 3 more of these. 2420. Not bad. Not bad at all. Really happy with my DPS there. There's some pulls I could have done better on. But overall, I like that. I'll take the top DPS. Details, hide, and then I think it's just the trinket. Maybe 1 more level. Oh, 3 more levels. Nice. I mean, it's not even my best slot, but I mean, it's better than what I have. What is this? Champ? No. Okay, so that's... Oh, I have these. Oh, yikes. So I need 30 more. I get 7, 14 more from the delves. So I'm putting exactly 15, so I can upgrade one of these 1 more time. Nice. I'm still not 7. Wow, okay. Not bad. What does this do again, actually? Has a chance to call the pack, exploding, split between enemies, increasing your haste by... Okay, actually, that's not bad. What does this do again? I got a pattern. Ooh, chef's hat. Tailoring. Is it worth anything? Not... What am I trying to find? Oh, yeah, the shoulders. Do I have shoulders? Waist, feet, hands, wrist, shoulders. I do. Same ones, actually. Cool. Do I have... Hang on a second. Do I have the list? No, no charges? Okay. I'm gonna start building up my transmog achievement. for Mana Forge. I'm assuming this sells for nothing, right? 20 gold, 20, I'm gonna say 17 gold, 46 silver. 6 gold, 81 silver. Cool, I was close. So I can definitely just learn that instead of selling it. This guy's a transmog. Where are you? Yeah. Looking good, buddy. Looking good. Ooh, what is a delve? Earth crawl? I would rather crawl through glass instead of doing that, so I'm not going to do that. Excavation is pretty rough. Nightfall Sanctum. Jesus, these are rough ones. I am doing raid tonight, though. At least a couple bosses, so. I'm going to go do this quest real quick. It's right here, you know? I do need to be using up my keys, though. I got 24 coffer keys. Ugh. What level's Bran? He is 94 and well, about a half. Yeah, what? 94 and a half. Ow. Oh, yeah. He needs work. I've got this other, I mean, 8 to the very least are gonna be fine. I don't want to do the ones that are up right now as 11s. Unless I get a flicker gate, then it's acceptable. But, I mean, Earth Crawl even at an 8 is just... Commit me now. Nightfall Sanctum is doable, I guess. What's he level to this patch? 100. Gee, if it went to 120, that'd be insane. Yeah, just 100. I've been doing delves a lot, though, so... Could have had him by 100 by now, but... Been neglecting. Plus, I have how many? Yeah, I have 21 of these Radiant Echoes. I really need to do these before they start piling up too much. To where I don't want to do them anymore. Only, oh wow, only 2 world quests? Oh, because it's Theater Troop, right. Let me revive. Alright, did revive. So, okay, if I do the Delval bot, please don't put me at Earth Crawl. Literally any other one is fine. Cool. Excavation. So we'll do this on an 8 because I don't want to do it at 11. Time is money, friend. So basically, I just needed, like, just trying to get my... How many more the friggin... Still 21 more restored or bountiful coffers to open. Jesus. So I'm mainly doing this to get the bountiful coffer, but also to get some brand levels. At the very least, get him some stuff there while doing something decent. Then hopefully tomorrow or whenever else I do delves, the tier 11s are better. I still have never done a delve at an 11. You're not missing much besides some frustration. And achievements, I guess, but... And the only reason I do them is for the gilded crests. Which at this point, since I don't really need that many, I'm wondering if I just maybe this is the last week I do them. And then focus on doing like the raid and what's it called? And Mythic Plus for that. Maybe I will do that. Because worst case, I'm going to get... Well, I guess best case, I'd get maybe something from raid this week. Maybe if I still need it. Otherwise, I'm going to get a vault option next week that ideally is going to be good. I need 2 more to get the next one. So that would be, let's just say, full upgrades. Which it wouldn't be. I don't think I'd have to go 1 to 6. But even if I did, I think I'd have some level of free upgrades. But anyway, Yeah. I feel like I'm good. Plus, next week is Legion Remix, so I'm probably not going to be doing a whole lot of retail stuff. I imagine most of my time will be spent in Lemix. I don't raid and don't Mythic Plus, so sadly a few crests from Delves is my best option. Wait, how are you getting crests if you're not doing 11s? Did they change this? Oh, it does. Oh, okay. I mean, it had a little thing in there for experience, because before, every time I looted those little bags, nothing except, like, what was it? Yeah, 2 resonance crystals. Like, this is not worth it to loot. But 4,500 experience? God, remember those gave, like everything gave, like, 1 experience or 100 experience, and then those gave, like, 500 or something. You're like, oh my god, so worth. Now they give thousands. Like, oh, okay. Thanks to the nerf, but I wish that's how it spawned. Day 1-ish. Alright, well that goes out. I'm gonna go grab this. Also, since I just yawned, that reminded me. I've been buying, I forget what it's called. I think it's stock. Ice coffee for my morning coffees. And the Sobe, or not Sobeys, Food Basics, friggin' Walmart. Oh my god, what is it called? Starbucks, Jesus. Went to all the grocery stores, not the actual place. The Starbucks coffee was $2 cheaper, so yeah, I'll buy that instead. I regret it. It tastes so bad. It tastes like, what would I say? It tastes like the aftertaste of a cold Pizza Hut pizza. Which is an upgrade from when it tasted like fish before. But still, it's awful. I was like, oh, this is going to be a bad week for coffee. I've bought 3. I have 3. I'm like, oh god. Am I really going to waste $6? I think you get some gilded for T8 Delves, but oh, do you? Okay. Well. Better a little bit than none. Slowly upgrade your gear. How's the quest to get all your guys up to? I always forget the other. I think it's 660 or something like that. How's that going? Ooh, ethereal portal. So we're gonna loot that right now. Just resonance crystals. So there's gotta be a flicker gate, right? Before I loot that, because that's not. I mean, it's nice, but I don't really need to do that. I'm more interested. I thought these were flicker gates also. Kind of annoyed that they're not. So every time I've gone in them, like, they haven't counted towards the achievement to get flicker gates, which I'm like, okay, that sucks. Which I imagine that achievement will probably be better just once I start doing ones again to do that. And once I get freaking brand to 100, it's back to ones. So let's see at. He was at 8100, I think, when I started this. We'll see how much he gets for this, and then I'll kind of math out how many more delves I need. 691 going okay. Most are in the 680. Nice, the 685 range. Awesome. Excellente. Yeah. You're just doing delves on all of them each week? So I made chili yesterday. I was so excited. I was so hungry. My arm getting numb. Jeez. I was so excited to eat it, but it was hot for like I put it in the freezer for 20 minutes. I took it out at 10. It was still piping hot. I was like, Jesus. Put it in for 10 more, and it was like edible. I'm excited. I've got some bread too, or like a not bread, but it's like a ciabatta bun or something like that. Heat that up. Put some. Actually, probably not put what's it called? Not bacon. Probably not going to put some butter on it this time because I don't want to take out the butter, but did it yesterday. Hoo-wee! Tasted good. Can I please, before these guys come, please, 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 please? Nice. Grab you guys as well. Delves to fill the vault, waiting to see what I can craft to finish off the gearing. Nice. What level do you craft to? What gold is that also? Jeez. I still haven't done the farming on my mage, who's an engineer, to get the things that I need. And I keep forgetting to go on my shaman to do the daily jewel crafting thing, so I think I only did it like 3 or so times this past week, so he's up to like 6, or he's up to 74, I think, out of 100. So we're getting there slowly, but I checked the work orders and nothing still, but do need to spend some time on that mage getting the engineering stuff. 691 without quest. Okay, well, not bad. Sure, that's a nice little boost. Wait, and that's because last time I went into one of those portals, it said a flicker gate spawned within. So I wonder if I can just do that, spawn a flicker gate, and then come out. Also, I didn't loot this. Yikes! Good thing I came back. Do 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 do.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
Okay, and then I go in here. Flicker gate has manifested within. Where? They wouldn't spawn it in the back, right? Let's just go double check. Unless it's saying a flicker gate spawned within there. Yeah, I don't see anything there. Okay. I assume it's not it's not in there because it would double check. Not here. Yeah, it's not there. So it has to be okay. Unless this is like what they just call this a flicker gate, but it's not the actual flicker gate I'm thinking of to get for the achievement. Oh, stop clicking. So let's see, I guess.
The answers are here. I can feel it. Inquiring minds just got to know.
Okay, there's that. Into here. See it there. Don't see it there. I get the feeling that the flicker gate that that Bigwigs is saying has spawned within or whatever is the ethereal portal that I'm going into. Which I'm not a fan of the wording. Just double check. No. I mean, this stuff's always pulling, so may as well just pull it now. Get it over with. I'll loot this really quick. Boom. Inquiring minds just got to know. I mean, Kaja, Cola Pack, Kaja, Kaja. Who knows? Opening and yeah, there we go. One more, come on. Nice. Okay, so I get 2200 experience. Decent. Yeah, I've just been avoiding those the entire time, so good to know that I can loot those and ideally get stuff most of the time. I think just the one so far has given me only resonance crystals.
They'll
So, I mean, last hope. Let's, I mean, maybe, I mean, it'd be funny if it was here, but I don't think it's going to be.
Yo, what up?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, okay. So that is definitely a lie. So that flicker gate does not spawn anywhere within when they say that. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Gorch, but good to know. Just resonance crystals. Yikes. Oh, last second interrupt. Couldn't even do that because it was on cooldown. Well, how's it on cooldown? What did I interrupt before? I'm not quite sure. Alright. Flicker gate isn't always a gate. Sometimes it's that thing that spawn Kaiveza. Yeah, but it's always the like the portal, right? The little blue portal, right? That's what I was looking for. Interesting. All right, well.
Loads of forgotten knowledge. Grasp.
I think I need like 20 or 74 more of those, so that's going to be a rough one. Just leave, and then... Excuse me. The other one was... What was the other one again? It was Nightfall, Sanctum, and what? Oh, Earthcrawl. Yeah. I'm not doing that. Nightfall I can probably do, I guess. Finish off the stream with the Nightfall Sanctum. Did the video mess up? How did it mess up? What happened? So far still showing good, no drop frames, so. It's definitely possible on my end, but who knows? Who knows? Also, man, freaking, I need to get this computer Windows 11. I'm not gonna be able, I don't have my Linux distro picked yet, so maybe this weekend. Oh, I'm so nervous though, man. I think when I went to Windows, from Windows 7 to 10 on computer, I like reinstall. I lost everything because I had to reinstall. I broke everything, so I'm just nervous. On Shopee, oh. No drop frames, so it might have been a you problem, if not a potential YouTube thing that didn't show up in OBS. But as long as it's good now, I'm happy. Oh yeah, I have to freaking do that. I probably need to like back up all my stuff just in case. Which that's gonna be rough because I have like all of the WoW Weekly folders full of videos that I want to. My goal, my plan was at some point to go through those and clean them up so that's like I don't need like 14 different versions of me doing Dawnbreaker. Just keep like a couple. Because when I do my end of expansion review, rather than having to go and do all that stuff again, get a video of it, I can just pull from the weekly videos that I did. But so I need to like clean those up, delete stuff I don't need, the duplicate and stuff. But I haven't done that, so I still have like 50, how many weeks now? 55 or something like that weeks of content, like literally every week of the War Within, I guess minus the last month. I've got all the footage, the raw footage there, so that'll be rough. That is on my other drive though, so in theory it shouldn't, because it's on my not Windows drive, so in theory it shouldn't, but... Did you get your music playlist? Yeah, I did. So I ended up going through like, I don't know, a dozen more things, and I ended up finding, it's called like Quode Libe. Double check. Quode Libe? Yeah. Quod space Libet, essentially. Quode Libet. That was able to load my playlist, search, and save. And I can then reopen that saved playlist without any issues. And also it's kind of nice because it has one of the things I was wanting for is like a similar iTunes thing where like in iTunes, like Spotify too, you can like create playlists and they're just there. And I can do that with Quode Libet. The only thing it doesn't have is I don't have like a library like iTunes does where I can see all of my album covers, but I did find, it's called Navidrome, I don't know how to say it, but that's like, it's like like a self-hosted Spotify essentially. So I installed it, got it working. There was some permission stuff that was just taking a while to figure out, but I ended up just making the user that runs that program be my actual login, not the Navidrome service account. So that worked. It imported, or like it scanned my music folder, found everything. All the album covers were there. So I might use that also. If I wanted to like make it externally available, I have to like set up port or like a proxy or something like that. I don't know. That sketches me out, so I'm probably not going to do that. But if anything, if I'm around the house and like I have my headphones on or something, or just I want to listen to like my music in like a Spotify, I don't know. But that was cool. So I might set that up and have that as be like my album thing. Because I always find that it's easier for me to recommend music when I'm doing it from like going off album covers. Because like seeing a band name or like seeing a song or whatever, or even just seeing the album name doesn't really quite refresh my memory as seeing the actual album cover kind of gives me a better feel for what I'm recommending. But yeah, I did figure that out. So that's all set up. Now, saying the last thing I need to do is just install the Reaper. I just have to plug my guitar in, see if I can get the plugins working. I go from there. Worst case, I might just have to keep like, I'm already going to have a Windows drive, but that might also have to have my Ableton on it and all my plugins for my guitar. But yeah, I might do that after stream. Kind of undecided. There's so many things I need to do that I'm just picking and choosing. But yeah. That's the last thing I gotta do, and then I'm gonna try Kashi OS, which I mean, just based on the fact that I have multiple monitors and I can't have different refresh rates in Mint at the moment, probably gonna be Kashi OS that I go with, but just still want to check it out. And one of the things I've been watching, I started watching, I guess I finished watching the last 3 episodes of last season's SNL, though still, so that was nice. And then started watching Agatha All Along, which I kind of forgot what happened there, so I'm kind of half in, half out as understanding what's going on, but that is the Marvel show with the one girl. It's like a spin-off of Wanda, essentially. So first episode was good, probably gonna watch the second episode today, and then depending on how much time I give myself, I may or may not also watch one of the shows. It's like a 20-minute episode. So for that, I've got Kite Man season 1 and what's it called? Harley Quinn season 5, I think. Which, if you're not watching that show, that's such a good show. It is not family friendly at all. It is very, very good. Whenever I think of that show, I always think of plain cream cheese bagels, because whenever a new episode would come out, I would download it and then just get a cream cheese plain bagel and enjoy that while I'm watching the episode. Memories. What was the other show? There was another show as well that was 30 minutes that I had as, or 20-minute episodes. Yeah, I don't know. So, slowly going through that. Simpsons season, the new season, episode 1 aired on Sunday, so I might get that as well and watch that. I imagine Family Guy also came out with that, so a couple more things there to watch. Yeah, plenty to do. Oh, I also watched Nobody 2 on Friday. I like that a lot. I like that a lot more than than the first movie. It was kind of the same formula, but I just enjoyed it a whole lot more. That was really funny and kind of a more action-packed, I thought. So I really enjoyed that. Oh god. Okay, that was so good. Nice, I'm excited. I really enjoyed WandaVision, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I forget her name. I always want to say Catherine O'Hara, but that's not her. Whoever plays Agatha, I like her. Just watched Nobody 2 yesterday with my niece. Felt the same. Liked it more. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's like I mean, it's like I said, it's like pretty much the same movie, just different setting, and I thought they did it better that time. So, thumbs up. I mean, I laughed. I laughed so hard. It was the one part when he's going to the warehouse to talk to them and ask them to leave him alone. And this is like just before he sees that kid in the van. And I laughed so hard. She's like, all right, just keep it cool. Keep a level head. Just walk in. Oh, fellas. Oh, geez, fellas. What a situation we found ourselves in, or whatever he said. I laughed so hard at him just talking to himself and just that specific line. Oh, geez, fellas. Oh, it killed me. Your voice breaks? Oh, no. Well, hopefully it's not, no drop frames. I don't know. Hopefully it's temporary. Catherine, is it Catherine Hahn? Catherine Hahn? That's how you spell Hahn. I had Catherine wrong, but yes, it is Catherine Hahn. Who's Catherine? Catherine O'Hara. Yeah, that's the Home Alone mom. I knew that. Voice gone. I don't. Is it? I don't know if it is. Let's see. Twitch.tv/music. Well. Test. Test. Oh, it's working to read. Might be a U thing, maybe. What is SCTV? I don't know. I think it sounds fine. So I don't know. It might just be a U thing. Let me just double check YouTube, I guess. YouTube.com. Test. SCTV. I don't know. I think it sounds fine. So it might just be a U thing. Yeah, I think it's a U thing. Check your internet or something, I think. Oh, it's all the way over there? Ah, I'm doing all this for nothing. Oh, Flickergate. Well, it's a good thing I came for it. I did it for something. Nice. Okay. Flickergate. Nice. Cool. Now is there a, no. Is there? Maybe. Nice. Catherine O'Hara, that's where I mainly know her from. It's like the Canadian sketch show from the 80s. I've never heard of it. What do you mean that's where you know Catherine O'Hara? She's from freaking Home Alone. Everyone knows her from Home Alone. Isn't she in the other one? Schitt's Creek? Inflict death? How about no? I don't think you will. Nice. All right. At John Candy, Rick Moranis. Didn't he come back to do something recently? I think I saw some. They came back to acting for something. Eugene Levy, and yeah, I know her from that as well, but mainly SCTV. I've never heard of SCTV. Wow. It was what, a sketch show? Sketch show. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. No sound. That's a you problem. That seems like it's working for everybody else. I don't know what to tell you. All right. So let's see. Does this count as a hearth too? It doesn't. Okay, every 2 hours. Okay, sick. You came back for Spaceballs too. Yeah. Is that? I guess I'm filling that now. Nice. For a guy who, like, well, I don't know how many movies he made in the 90s or whatever, but like, I remember him from like, Honey I Shrunk the Kids and Spaceballs. I don't think I watched that as a kid, but there was something else he did. Like, I always remembered his name and his face. Very distinct. And then he just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. But alright, I think from here I'm going to go make some chili. I'm going to go enjoy myself a bit and then chill out. So I'll be back next week. There was a new video on the WoW channel for the monthly recap for September that came out yesterday. Another video coming out in 2 weeks. Kind of a talk video that's going to be a fun time. And I'm actually probably not going to stream on the weekend, but I did stream on my @Victor Gaming channel on yesterday. So if you want to check that out, that's there. I took time off to watch his kid, after his wife passed to look after his kids. Oh, well, that's noble. Good for him. Well, I'm glad that all worked out. But yeah, I'm going to chill. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll be back next week. Same time, same bad channel. Love you. Bye.